Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Ask Emma. Today we're going to do the Ask Emma August 2018 questions. So I know you guys have been waiting for this and we're going to dig right in, okay? I have my questions already popped up. So the first question came from Regina from California. Regina, your question is, Dear Emma, thank you for taking my question. I'm so appreciative of your time and the beautiful healing work that you are sharing with all of us. Oh, you're very welcome. I thank Eric as well. He's going, love ya. My question is, okay, I see the number 41 quite a lot. What are my angels trying to tell me? With love and gratitude for allowing Spirit to channel through you, Regina from California. Okay. A lot of people see a lot of numbers. So some people call them angel numbers. I don't get them that often for me, so I'm always surprised that so many people get these synchronicities. So let me see. Okay, Regina, so it looks like your angels are kind of collectively answering this question, and they're saying that they send you the number 41 to let you know that they are helping you align with the vibrational energy of your life's purpose and of your soul's mission. They're saying trust the work that you are doing and that you have done so far. Have faith in the process and you will achieve your goals as you serve your divine purpose. Continue to stay very aware of your thoughts and intuitive guidance as they will guide you to the desired manifestations. They're saying your inner power and placed efforts, as well as the energies and guidance of your angels, will bring about what you have been working towards for a very long time now. They're kind of smiling. I can see them smile in my mind's eye. It's almost like they're going, yes! But that's the feeling that I'm getting. They're saying, know that your thoughts are manifesting into physical form. So we are asking you to keep a positive and optimistic attitude and outlook. Trust that your determination and hard work will bring you to your desired results, and the plans you have put into action will bring success and fulfillment. They're saying, may love and gratitude fill your inner light. So I hope that helps, Regina. I hope that answers your question right there. Okay, my next question is Irina from Italy. Beautiful Emanuelle and all the wonderful beings that team up with you. Oh, thank you, honey. You have been a great inspiration and motivation to go deeper into getting to know the real me. Thank you for being there for us. I would like to know if I have any karmic connections from other incarnations with any of my family members. Do we have things we deal with over and over, life after life? Any of them are my twin souls? Not likely. I like the way you go, not likely, because I have always felt so different and not understood or accepted. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Irina. You're welcome, you're welcome, you're welcome, Irina. Everybody here is sending you love and light. Eric's giving you a big kiss too. So is your team. They're embracing you with much high energy is what they're saying, because it's helping you to elevate yourself. Okay, let me see what they have to say. Eric's taking this question for you. He's going, my beautiful Irina. He says you have had several lifetimes with your parents, but not always in the roles as your parents, but also as colleagues or friends, where a reoccurrence of learning to find acceptance and self-love is always and overly present, and also transcending self-victimization by holding on to past traumas and negative thinking. The soul closest to you is guiding you from the spiritual realms, as in this lifetime you truly need him to help you to be strong and brave, so you can eventually experience this chosen journey with a sense of victory and inner power. So your soulmate is your guide in this human incarnation. Your family, he says, are acquaintances in other lifetimes. He says, I hope that brings a little bit of clarity into your heart, and I know it's going to resonate with you. He says, I love you, and keep up the positive attitude, he says. So I hope that helps, Serena. Okay, my next question is Melody. Hi, Melody. From New Mexico. Your message is, or your question is, what message or guidance does Rick or anyone else, such as Eric, have for me regarding actions and resources for our retreat center? I feel strong energy around a major breakthrough in August, so I'm doing what I feel called to do in preparation for this move forward. Much love to you too, and your whole family. I think I might have gotten a lot of family members. I got to get to know a lot of your family members. So hello to everyone. Okay, Melody. It's kind of funny what I'm seeing right now, but what I'm seeing is Eric and Rick kind of leaning towards each other, kind of like leaning on top of each other, saying, we got this. We got this. That's what I'm seeing. So it looks like they are both helping you on this beautiful journey of bringing awareness and sharing love and wisdom to the world. They're saying that connections have been set into place, so allow the energies within this new friendship to grow and flow freely so they can be used to enhance and uplift the vibrations of your desired manifestations. They're saying, in other words, have fun and start creating and exchanging ideas and passions with the new friendships, so you can intensify the energies to create this center into reality. So that means that even though you haven't figured out all of the details, that just talking, and he said, and they're saying getting excited about it, planning in your mind, what is it going to look like? Where is it going to be? How are we going to inform people about it? Really making it a reality in your current now, in the now, is what's going to create it and attract it into your future. They're saying the more you surrender to the process of creation, the faster the results. So use your excitement and use your beautiful charm, they say, to attract resources by sharing your dreams and plans with your environment and with the world. Get people excited already before it is set into place by sharing it with like-minded spirits. You need to have faith. You need to follow your heart, as the wheels have been set in motion as we speak. Trust the connection that you felt. Trust the new friendship that is being created, and build upon that energy that will lead to the creation of love and energy and healing, he says. So they're going to be, Rick's going, I love you, Mom. Tell everybody that I love them, okay? He's sending you a big kiss. And Eric's saying, it's time to set the wheels in motion, because the energetic wheels have been put in motion. The connections have been made. Now it's time to start planning in your mind and putting it down on paper. Write it down. Make plans. It's about physically getting things into action. That's where you are at this moment. And trust, Eric says. Trust. You still do not have the faith in yourself as we do in you. So own it, he says. Own the existence of your center. So I hope that helps, Melody. Okay. My next question is from Sue from the UK. Your question, Sue. Recently, I had a reading where I was told that my path was laid out for me for the next 5 years. That is a very dangerous thing to say, because let me tell you something, Sue. The future is never set. Every minute of every day, your thoughts, your feelings, your energy that you're sending out can change your course. Okay? I was told it was done, but I am a little confused about the message. Is the training I have done so far enough, or am I supposed to do the human givens training as well? Never heard of that. Any help and guidance for these 5 years would be greatly appreciated. Thank you, Sue. Okay, question for Sue. So I'm feeling a female energy right now that's going to answer that question for you. It's your mom. She says, I'm the mother. I'm the mom. Okay, so she says, first of all, she says, hello. Hello, sweetie. She says, please know and understand that nothing is ever set in stone, and that although you might have certain energies set in place, they can be changed and altered every minute of every day. See, that's what I just said. With every thought or energetic, emotional expression that you choose to admit, she says. So that said, she says, your accident, she's showing me, your accident was the starting process of your awakening. She says it created awareness and acceptance of the self, and it opened your search for your life's purpose and direction. All the struggles and challenges that this created set the new direction for your journey. And just so you know, she says, you are right on track. She says you are here to be a healer, a teacher to others, by first of all becoming an example of strength, of courage, and of compassion. And secondly, by becoming that life and trauma coach that you were meant to be. She says use your own struggles and challenges to relate to your patients, to your clients, and use your own healing process to help them as well. Speak up in public, she says, about your own journey and reach people so they can reach out to you. Keep surrounding yourself with like-minded souls, and your new adventure will flow with ease and joy. Also, never stop reaching out for help or assistance wherever you need it, she says. It's never a sign of weakness. I know you like to do things on your own, she says, but that is just ego and pride. She says, but requesting help is just a beautiful bond of unconditional love that's being forged from the bottoms of our souls, and it just displays the true nature of our core being. So be open and acceptant for help. Be ready to receive, and the universe will provide. And she says, last but not least, know that guidance and counseling starts from your intuitive communication within yourself. And it flows from the heart chakra and doesn't come from how many classes you have taken. People, clients, she says, are drawn to your energy. not to your degrees, not to your diplomas. So use your life experiences, she says, to teach you how to be a teacher. She says, I love you. Help is coming. Be ready to receive and go all the way, she says. Don't hold back. So I hope that helps Sue. She seems like a very, it's almost like she thinks before she says things. That's kind of the energy that I feel from your mom, but very loving towards you. Okay. My next question is from Rita from Washington. Your question, Rita. I already got a job in a hospital part-time as a respiratory therapist, but I want to become one day full-time on my own business. I have in mind to take classes about EFT methods to incorporate in my energy healing business. Do you think it is a good investment for my business? Thank you. You guys rock. Sending love and peace. Oh, we love you too, Rita. Okay. Okay, Eric's taking this question. He's going, hello, Rita. Eric says, well, yes. Kind of that attitude, yes. That would be something great to teach others. It would be a great investment, he says. But first of all, in the search for the perfect career, you need to learn to make career decisions. You need to not make, okay, you need to learn. You're confusing me, Eric. He's just laughing right now. He's going, I gotcha. Okay, so he says you need to learn not to make career decisions based on money prospects or security or based on the highest percentage of success, but rather base your decision on what makes your soul come alive. It's doing work that gets you excited every morning when you wake up. It's doing the work that allows you to create and leave your own unique footprint onto the world. Only then will your chosen career or business choice have the ability to excel your own expectations and help you to find spiritual growth in your career, which means that you are aligning your day-to-day work with your life's work. So release the need for security, release the need for success and external validation, because these are demands or fears of the ego, and instead follow the intentions of your heart, follow your passion. Now, I know it is very difficult to let go of the desire for success because we're taught to be driven by it and the feelings of achievements and hard work. But when we're chasing success, then we will always stay in that vibration of chasing it and never really achieve it and experience it. So instead, get still, he says, and think about what you want your life's work to be about. Ask yourself, what would happen if you would allow your true heart's voice to speak up without fears or without worries? What would it look like to speak authentically from the heart? And what would it look like if you would allow that voice to shine through into your career? He says the answer is you would become a powerful vessel filled with love and joy and passion that serves others around the world while you are serving your own personal and spiritual expansion. That is what it would look like. I hope that helps, Eric says. Okay. He says, I know you're going to replay this and listen to it over and over again. So I'll talk to you later, he says. So there we go. There's the answer to your question. Okay. Question 6. Jason from Alabama. Sweet Home Alabama. One of my favorite songs. I don't know why, but it is. Okay. Question. You wrote, woohoo! I finally made it. Woohoo! Good on you. Yeah, questions go fast. What can I say? Everybody wants to get in, and I can only do so many a month to kind of fit into my schedule. So, sorry guys, I would do more if I could, but it just doesn't fit. Okay, your question, Jason. Thank you for taking the time out to answer my question. You're very welcome. The last 2 or 3 months have been a whirlwind of expanding my abilities to connect. Okay, good. I would love to know where you see me going with spirit in this journey we call love. Thanks again. Much love, Jason. Okay, Jason. Okay, Eric's taking this question as well because he says you have been working with him. Or we're working together on it, he says. Okay, so he says you definitely have the ambition and drive to become a spiritual translator, but you need to work on allowing the connection to flow freely instead of trying to control the channeling process itself. He says also keep in mind that the intention and motivation behind the channeling influences the clarity and the fluency of the messages coming through, very, very much so, he says, greatly. So keep practicing on surrendering to your natural state of being and having fun with it. Release all the expectations that you have attached to your channeling, and you will see that this connection will create great opportunities into your future and turn into different ways to serve your own and others' personal and spiritual growth. He says the good thing is you've been trying to reach out. You've been trying to put yourself out there, and you are allowing or not allowing fear to stop you from experimenting and to stop you from practicing your channeling. So keep up the good work, but make sure that you don't try to control it. Make sure that you surrender, that you don't think about what you're going to say. It's as he says, I'm gonna be in your face right now. He says, as a channeler, it is not your job to think. It is your job to express the communication that comes in without having an opinion about it. As long as you have to in some way or form analyze or think what you're getting in, then the channeling, the messages will always be he's kind of showing me that there's baggage on it. So the messages will always be in some way or form an interpretation of your thinking. So channeling happens very naturally. So sometimes he says, depending on how you receive the messages, you do have to kind of try to think what Spirit is trying to say. But overall, 90%, you just need to allow it to flow freely from you without giving it much thought. Okay? He says, you have to look at it this way. You're the radio. You're not here to create the music. You're here to be a tool to make the vibration of the music into an auditive experience. That's why you're here, he says. So I hope that makes sense, he says. But you're doing good. Keep doing what you're doing and keep believing in yourself, he says. So I hope that helps. Okay. Bow, bow, bow. My next question is from Dawn from Texas. Hello, Emanuelle and Gerald. Gerald, Dawn says hi. He says hi back. My family and I recently experienced a seemingly senseless and tragic loss of someone whom we loved very much in our family. Are there any words of comfort that you can offer to help the people who have been left behind find some peace through all of this? His friends and family have been left wondering why this happened. Many of us continue to talk to him, pray for him, send him love, and miss him terribly. Thank you for your wonderful work. Oh, honey. Well, first of all, this is for me. Nobody's left behind. They are still in the same location they were before. They're just in a different frequency and a different dimension. That's it, okay? They never went anywhere. So that's just from me to you, okay? But let me see who comes in and who this person might be who you lost. Let me see if he wants to come in or if he can come in. Okay, so I'm getting male energy in that seems very strong, very sturdy. Very sturdy, but very gentle. It's kind of like a gentle giant is the energy that I'm feeling. So let me see if I can get his name. Okay, so the name that I'm getting in is Michael. So I hope I got the right person coming in. The way that he's projecting himself to me, he looks very much like a cowboy. Wearing cowboy hat, cowboy boots, jeans and just a plain shirt. He looks very comfortable in who he was. Like he was very much, his energy feels like he was very much identified with that persona, with that cowboy-like life. Very comfortable for him. So let's see if I can get him to communicate. It looks like he's still practicing, but Eric's there to help him out, so we'll get there. I don't think he's used to doing this. You just feel like a little teddy bear, though, like you just want to cuddle. You know, it just feels like somebody who's very compassionate, who's very community-oriented. He's smiling. I can see that. He has a great smile. Okay, so he's saying he wants to, first of all, thank Dawn for giving him this opportunity to reach out to his family and his friends. He's saying, first of all, to my wife and my son, I love you so much. And I'm sorry for leaving early, but I want you to know that I will always be with you and I will continue to be your bright star in the darkness. So you can always find your way home back to me, he says. He says, I'm not gone and we will meet again. That's a promise from me to you, he says. He says, to my amazing son, Garrett, he says, you were my best creation, and I want you to know that, and I am so proud of you. He says, continue to follow your heart wherever you go, as the heart, he says, is God talking through you. Don't ever let fear hold you down. And always have a kind and forgiving heart to others. Because when you show love, he says, when you show acceptance, when you show compassion to others, then that same energy will find you back in the future. He says, I love you, son. I always will. And we will meet again. He says, to my parents and my step-parents, I know a son isn't supposed to go home earlier than the parents, but this is part of a bigger plan for the purpose of, and for the growth and expansion of the souls of our family. So please, to my whole family, my sisters and brothers, I was here to show you what life is all about. It's about love. It's about compassion and community and unity. It's about having faith and believing in a larger energy. It's about having faith in the universe, that whatever happens, happens with intention and purpose. There is reason behind everything. It's about enjoying this beautiful planet to the fullest. And it's about connecting to Mother Earth and allowing her to provide for you and care for you like any mother would. He says, find beauty and happiness in the smallest things and let go of the fears and the false illusions that we all create for ourselves. He says, live in the day, live in the now, and fill your hearts with unconditional love. He says, I'm going to see you guys later, okay? He says, I love you all. Stay strong, stay brave, and know that God is with you as He is with me. I hope that helps. He just seems like a sweetie. Sorry. It's the energy that I'm getting. Somebody else is trying to come in. Is this for the same person? Okay, really quickly then. This is a female energy that really quickly just wants to stop by and say hi. This is Jean. She says she just wants to, she says, I just wanted to say she's doing great and watching over her husband Floyd and all of the children and the grandchildren. So she's doing great. Jean's doing great. She's watching over her husband Floyd and all of her children and her grandchildren. And she's blowing a kiss to everyone. So whoever that might be for, kisses are being sent to you. So I hope, Dawn, that helps the family. And I hope that the right person came in. I don't know. You didn't give me a name. So I hope that was the right person that came in for you. Okay. Let's see here. My next question is Ken from Nebraska. Hi, Emma. Hi, Eric. Hi, Ken. My question is about something that happened a few months back. I was sitting in my car and I heard a buzz that couldn't be ignored. It was loud enough and lasted long enough that I knew it was my imagination. Nothing in my car would have been the cause. A few days later, I walked into my bedroom to check on something. I heard the same buzz as I heard in my car. After the first buzz, I heard a second one. They both lasted about the same length of time as the one in my car. I waited for a third one and none came. And that's when I looked at my clock. The time was 11:11 a.m. I'd like to know what was the purpose, if there was a specific message, and who. I'm grateful because even though I've had several amazing things happen, this one was very unique so far. Thank you, Ken. That does sound like a cool experience. I see, to everybody who experienced things like that, sometimes you'll hear ear ringing out of the blue, or sometimes, you know, you'll get these feelings or like Ken, you know, a buzzing sound. When you take it to your heart, when you have the belief system that nothing happens without purpose, then you will stand still and go, ooh, what's going on? Why am I hearing this? Why am I seeing this? What's the purpose behind it? That's how you raise your awareness to spirits communicating to you, because they don't just show up and go, hey, what's up? Let's have a phone call. They will communicate to you in tones and colors and smells and vibrations and feelings and sometimes words, or people will be sent to you and they'll tell you something that will answer a question you had a week ago, that will resonate with you. So, spirits work in mysterious ways. You just need to open the awareness. So, Ken, I'm glad that awareness is fully open with you. Okay, Eric is taking this question for you. Eric says your angel sends you the number 1111, 1111, to inform you that an energetic doorway has opened up for you. Hence the buzzing sound, he says, that you've heard. He says, you see, the number 1 always stands for new beginnings or the start of something new. So he says to anybody out there who receives these synchronicities, the 1111s, the 1 always stands for renewal or a new beginning or something that will open up to you. So know, he says, Ken, that you've opened an energetic vortex for yourself so you can enhance and magnify your connection to the energies around you. So the buzzing noise was you picking up on the vibrational, energetic pulses of your team around you. He going, how cool is that? So do not try and force anything. Don't try and force it to come back. Don't try and force and control the repetition of the sound, but instead adopt the knowing that you've been activated energetically, and communications and manifestations might appear more frequently now and more rapidly into your reality. So just allow things to happen. You will notice that more things will happen in a shorter amount of time. So have fun with it, he says. Play with it. And always keep curiosity into your heart, he says. So I hope that helps, Ken. Let me know if you hear any other things, or if you see anything, or if you experience anything. I love to hear people's stories. Okay. My last question for this episode is Karen from British Columbia, Canada. Hello, Canada. Your question, Karen. Please ask my spirit guides and or angels if there is anything they can tell me about my past lives that can help me live a fuller life now. Thank you, Emma. I love the work you and Eric do for all of us. Karen. Okay. We love you too, Karen. Okay. Eric says, my sweet, sweet Karen, I just want to tell you first that you have a heart of gold, but you need to work on seeing your own magic and sparkles, he says. Feed your self-worth with self-love and release all insecurities, as they are unnecessary and simply ridiculous, he says. He says, you know I'm right. He says, you are beautiful, talented, and extremely creative. So honor yourself by feeling happy to just be you. He says, okay, so now back to your question. Although other lifetimes can have an influence, he says, upon your current one, they do not define them. You have experiences of many. He's showing me animals. So I think what he's trying to say is you have experiences in a lot of lifetimes with being in the animal kingdom. And to this day, you have a special bond with animals. So that is something that's been reoccurring in a lot of lifetimes, he says, and that, that animal connection, in a way, sensing that you understand them, that you feel them. That is something that is seeping in from other incarnations. He says, to this day, you still have that special bond with animals, and you actually have the ability to communicate to them with your mind and with your energy. So practice this ability, and you will be able to help owners to understand their pets better and help them bond and heal together. Okay. You also have had a lifetime, he says, as a very strong Viking woman, he says. He says your name was Gunborga. Gunborga? Am I saying that right? Or Gunbora? Gunborga. The way I'm seeing it is Gunnborga. Gunborga. I don't know. I've never been a Viking, at least not in this lifetime. So I'll say that right. But he's saying, in this lifetime where you were, he says you were the only female rune master. The only female rune master. He's given me 11th century. Somewhere around there is a time kind of frame that he's giving me. So what does that mean, he says? It's a very cool thing. Because he says, in the history of the Vikings, you were the only female rune master ever. So you were a stone carver, he says. Let me explain. You would carve rune symbols, who were considered to be very powerful, energetic symbols, into large pieces of rock. And it was an art with a spiritual meaning and with spiritual purpose behind it, as they were placed upon the graves to help the dead transition, to help their transition be smoother, and so to make sure they went to the right place. They went to Valhalla. So he says they later on became symbols of spiritual connection and angelic aid. You were a very strong, confident, and proud woman who stood up for herself in any relationship she encountered. She wouldn't allow anyone to take advantage of her or disrespect her, no matter what others said or did. So that is a lifetime that would benefit you in this lifetime, he says, because you allow people to bring your energy down. And so my advice would be to try and reconnect to her. And you can do that by communicating to her in your mind. You can do that by trying to connect with her in your dreams. But he says reconnect to her, and it will help you to find the confidence within yourself to aid you in any relationship, he says. And it will open up the creative part of yourself that you've forgotten that you can do, and then you can use that into your own creative process now. So open up to the skills and the strength that this other incarnation of yours has and possesses, and it will help you to feel stronger, to stand in your own power, and to be more creative, and help people in that way as well. So I hope that helps, Karen. You Viking women, you. Isn't it fun to sometimes know who you were in previous lifetimes? I think it's fun. Okay, well, that's it for this section. Sometimes my English doesn't come out the way I want it to. I'm going to have a part 2 in just a minute. So I will see you guys later. Love ya. Bye.